Hi folks, I'm Nathan with Two Guys Ride. Today I'm in beautiful Victoria, Minnesota at the Victoria Classic Car Night, and I'm here with Mike. Mike, thanks for being with us.
Oh, you bet.
You may have seen Mike earlier in another video because his daughter, Celine, has a beautiful Oldsmobile station wagon.
Yeah.
So you had the car behind us when you were when?
Yeah, I originally got this in high school when I was 16 years old.
16 years old. Did you, and it hasn't been, did you repaint it at the time?
No, the previous owner he was a body guy, and so he had done the paint job back.
He had done the paint job. Man, you had a nice car back in high
Yeah,
school.
I got lucky.
I'll tell you what. Now, Celine, this is the car you drove to high school in, right?
Yes, it is. Yep.
What a great memory.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, again, it's not often we see a father-daughter duo and cars, and yet mother, I just found out, has a third car. It's kind of like a disease.
It is.
It's okay. It's a good one. All right. So I understand that your dad had to completely restore the car because you put a few dents in it.
Oh yeah, definitely. When it was in storage, I definitely had my bicycle scrape against it a couple times. But hey, I repainted or I touched it up. So
You did? Was the crayon drawing on the car good, Mike?
There was some colorful artwork. Yes, that's right.
Well, Celine, thanks for joining us. We're going to talk to your dad for a while, but thanks for joining us for now.
perfect.
All right. So, Mike, tell us what this is.
Yeah, so this is a 1968 Oldsmobile 442. So the car was originally from Arizona. Previous owner relocated it to southern Minnesota where I was, and he had done some body work on it, repainted it, and he also raced it around town.
Oh, okay.
So we all knew about the car back then.
Oh, it was something. Yeah, it was like, ooh, everyone knows that.
That's
one.
right, that's
So
right.
when you bought it, you drove it to school.
I did, yeah. High school, I spent those, junior, senior year trouncing around in the car. Yep.
So that's pretty special. I mean, to have a car that you drove in high school that you enjoyed,
Yeah.
have your daughter drive the same car.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, that is just a cool story.
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so to the car itself.
Okay.
So it was. You have not repainted it.
I have not, no.
So what did you do once you got it back from the previous owner?
Yeah, so he had it. I drove it in high school, but then it sat for a very long time as we were raising our kids. Celine was one of them. It kind of just got set to the side and stored, and so it showed its age quite a bit. But she convinced me and my high school friends to get together and bring it back to life. I had pulled the motor out, hoping to clean it up, but had never really done anything. And
So this brings to mind a good question. For your daughter, for anyone, any kid, whether it's a boy or girl, to develop an interest in classic cars restoration, there has to be something that lures them in. Did she spend time in the storage shed just playing with this thing, or sitting in the seats?
It was always nearby, always visible, so I think she had grown accustomed to it, but she took an interest to it. I'm not sure exactly why, but she recognized, what it might be if we could get it back running again, and so she prompted that.
I think that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you get the car; it's already been repainted.
Yep.
What else did you do to it?
My gang of friends from my old high school got back together. They're all car guys. We call ourselves the 218 crew over the highway.
You actually had a name.
Absolutely.
Ooh, this is formal. This is now. Was that your name, or did Celine name it?
No, that was our group name when Celine got us back together.
Okay.
We came up
Was
with
there
it.
any significance to 218?
Yeah, that's the highway near our hometown.
Oh, I like it.
So we kind of opened it up. We went through it mechanically. We put conversion disc brakes in it, and repainted the motor, cleaned everything up. Mechanically needed all kind of new bushings, bearings, suspension. We've gone through all of that.
Okay, original engine?
It is not. No, this was a oversized big block motor put in later.
So original front end, right?
Yes.
Would have been these lights, right?
Yep,
Okay.
absolutely.
All right. What about the transmission?
Yeah, original 400 motor. Yep, it's our transmission. Same
Same
original.
transmission. Okay. Was that a manual or an automatic?
Automatic.
Okay.
It still is.
Four speed?
No, 3-speed.
So, did you do anything with the exhaust? Anything special?
It had dual exhaust. The previous owner had been racing it, and so he had hooked up dual exhaust. With
Okay.
It, yeah. Which
Fairly
was
loud when it starts?
It's a bit loud, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Unlike the new cars, you don't have a friendly neighbor mode to click it into when you start it. It's just full bore.
It is.
All right. Well, let's walk around that side here, and we'll talk about the cars as we go.
Sounds great.
All right. So, what do we had? Power or roll-up windows?
Roll-up windows.
Okay.
Yep.
You must have done some reupholstery on the seats.
We did. The front seats were, when I first got it, all tore up, and we had them reupholstered soon thereafter.
Okay. Did you reupholster them with your friends, or did you send them out?
No, this was actually back in high school, so they got reupholstered at that time.
Wow. Well, I've seen some, as you redo a car, there's no such thing as normal, I've learned.
Right.
And you take some apart, you go, okay, I don't know how I can't get that back together. Just stretching, the fabric and the vinyl around, or leather, whatever you have, and getting all the hooks right. I mean, that takes some talent and patience.
Yeah, no, it was a pretty good job on the redo. It's not exactly matched, but it's pretty close.
It's wow.
Yeah.
So this is originally what it would have had. Very, very close.
The back seat is original, and the front is slightly different, but that's the reupholster. If you look close, you can kind of see that there's a difference.
They're so minor.
That's right.
But that's the original back seat?
That's the original back.
Did you let no one sit in the back?
No, just my wife.
I can see. I mean, it's just unusual to see something this year with original and that good of a shape.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so Celine has rejoined us because she had to remind her dad of a few things that he forgot to say. So, do I understand correctly, Celine, that this interior was your job to do during one of your years at school?
Yeah, this was actually my senior project. My dad funded all of it because obviously it's his car, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. We redid the carpet, put in a new stereo, and yeah, it was really fun.
Man, and now there's something about mold and toothbrushes.
Yeah, so when he first got it back on the road, it was pretty moldy and gross in there from sitting for a long time. So I was trying to figure out, it was my job to clean it, obviously, and I was trying to figure out how I was going to get all the mold out of the nooks and crannies of that back seat with all the detail, and Dad was like, oh, there's a toothbrush inside, so I grabbed it, and then the next day Mom's like, where's my toothbrush?
You took Mom's toothbrush? Oh, man. No, wait a minute. Dad told you where the toothbrush was, so it's really his fault, right?
Yeah, he knew.
Most certainly.
Yeah, that's all right, Mike. I'd make the same mistake. Oh, was that your toothbrush? I'm sorry. I didn't know. All right. So there you got the real story about the cleaning of the interior. All right. These were the original rims with this period, correct? But were they the rims that would have come with the car?
Similar style, but not exact. These would have been from a later model.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's walk around the back here.
Sure.
All right. So on the back here, this is all the original trim work.
It is, yes.
Did you have to polish the chrome at all?
No, it was in pretty good shape. It's got a few pitting going on, but it cleans up pretty nice.
Did the guy who had it before you, did he refinish the chrome?
I think it's all original,
Man,
actually. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this has been stored inside. It hasn't seen a lot of outside weather.
That's right.
All right. I love that back end. That is just a cool look. All right. Trunk, I'm assuming, goes up to here, right?
Yeah, yep. Big trunk.
So that's like a 3 Jimmy Hoffa trunk. You could fit 3 of them in there.
It is, and actually the battery is located back there for.
It is.
Yeah,
Not in the engine.
But,
Okay.
yep.
All right. Let's step around that side.
Sounds good.
All right. So pretty much the same stuff on this side, right? As far as the exterior goes, but I want to talk to you about the interior for a minute,
Yes.
on the dashboard.
Sure.
So tell us what gauge. You have 3 pods, right? So what gauges were inside of them?
Yeah, so the original have idiot lights in the dash, and so
Okay.
as an upgrade, you put the secondary gauges in, so you can monitor pressure by degree.
Okay.
Things like that.
All right. And then do you have the clock's tachometer too?
It does not have the tachometer original, so
Ooh,
it's
that's
got.
one.
Yeah.
I don't know, Celine, if I travel with him if he
That's
doesn't
right.
have that. She's got something on her car you don't have on
I
yours.
know, it's terrible.
All right. So there's a couple of circles below the gauges.
Yes.
What's the second one?
Yeah, so that's the wiper washer switch. Yep.
Okay. And then on the other side, you would have had your climate control.
That's right.
Did this come with air conditioning?
Originally it did, although it had been removed from the vehicle years before.
Okay. Did you put it back in?
No, but I do still have the unit, the compressor. Yeah.
Okay, so it might maybe in the future.
Yep.
All right, and then of course you just had the ignition, and then is that the original radio?
It is the original radio, and we've taken it out and refurbished it, so now it does get not only AM and FM, but it's also Bluetooth. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, very, very, very nice. You know, I love the you must have. Someone must have redone it. It can't be original. These door cards.
These are all original. Some
Holy
of these
buckets.
parts, yeah, some of these parts have been purchased.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
Holy schmoly! I'm gonna have to question if you drive it. No,
Yeah.
I'm joking. But that's really. It's so fun to see that stuff when it's original.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's step back up to the front.
Sounds good.
I asked Mike to open the hood, and he did. This is a little work of art in here. So you've got is it two 4-barrels?
Yes, 2 4-barrel carburetors. Yep, it doesn't pass a gas station. I'll tell you that much.
I tell you what fun!
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! And this is what you drove to high school, Celine. Man, I bet you she was never late.
No, never.
Or if she
tried it.
was late, it wasn't because she couldn't get there in time. It's because she was taking the country road, right?
A little racing.
But that's beautifully restored. Oh my gosh! The paint job and the whole paint on the tub area. I mean, it just looks so clean, Mike.
thank
what a
you.
nice job.
Thank you.
So, one of my final questions is, what's one of your favorite memories with this car?
Boy, there's been lots of them because I've had it so long.
I mean, the ones that we can say publicly, okay?
Well, I think it has to be the restoration with my daughter. I think that's special. Every father hopes that something like that can happen.
Absolutely, man. You maxed out on that one. Wow. All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much
Yes,
for spending your
you
time
bet.
with us today and sharing your car.
Yeah.
We sure appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks.
And thanks for watching.